So I was supporting one of the members inside of our beautiful Attract Abundant Sisterhood. And one of the things that was really beginning to shift for her as she felt this pull to maybe do something different, to no longer be in this space where she felt like I'm tired of content creation. I actually realized I don't want to do coaching. And so there's a couple of things that comes with that. Is one, giving yourself permission to want what you want. And for her, is trying to gain the clarity. She came in saying, I don't know what I want, but it was very clear the things that she no longer wanted to do. And so sometimes when we're unclear about what it is that we want, it's actually by identifying the things we don't want. It's by identifying the activities that we're currently engaging in our life, in our business, any aspect of life. We're like, you know what? I really don't want to do that anymore. I'm no longer available for that. That's not something that really just sets my soul on fire. Like, I just don't like that part of it. And then as you allow yourself to actually say that out loud, because for her, it was really hard for her to actually admit to herself that I don't actually want to do that. And it's like, okay, well, what is it that you do want to give yourself permission to experience? And so a couple of things really came up for her. And part of that is trying to figure out what life looked like again. And then when we talk about the abundant life and, the time freedom, the money freedom, whatever it is that we want to experience, is giving yourself permission to do life the way that feels so aligned with who you are, what feels good to you, what feels true for you. And instead of looking to others and seeing how they're living out their life, and sometimes that helps because it'll give us clues as to what we want, but at the same time, it can distract us what it is that actually lights us up. And so my invitation to you, just like for her, is to actually take time to journal, take time to reflect back, closing your eyes, and it's like, what is it that we actually desire to experience? And for her, it was she realized the last time she felt really alive, that aliveness was being around other people, being around like a group of women who she felt she was doing life with. And she no longer had that. And so my invitation to her, knowing that that is what she actually desired, is leaning in. It's like, okay, what did that feel like when I was there? What did I love about that? And then as you become more clear on that, that helps you then with the manifestation process. That helps you then with the scripting, the visualization, is getting clear on what you're calling in. You're calling in more deeply aligned friendships with other women to support you and anchoring to the feelings that you had before that felt really good to you. And you could call forth what it is that you desire. Because that was what an abundant life is for her. And for you, it could be something different. It's trying to go back and tune in. It's like, okay, when was the last time I felt alive? I felt excited. I felt so much immense joy. And I don't feel that way anymore. Tuning in to our inner child. Also, and when we talk about our inner child, it doesn't have to be like when you were so young, but sometimes it is. It's like, well, if I gave myself permission to play and create and experience them once more, what would that look like? What would I be doing? What what would playfulness look like? What would just joy look like? And then trusting the next step, the aligned actions. For me, it's always like a prayerful process. God, help me to take my next aligned action, right? So in her case, it would be, you might get the divine download to go join a pottery class. And you're like, I don't even like clay. Why am I? But trust in the guidance. I said, because this is a time for you to really explore and rediscover the things that perhaps you liked before and you realize, you know what, I actually don't like that now and totally okay. Or you rediscover the things that really spark joy and doing more of that, because that is going to bring so much vibrancy into your life to really help you just feel abundant, to feel that aliveness. I talk a lot about living your life fully awake. And that's that experience of feeling vibrant, of feeling alive, of feeling so much joy, so much gratitude, so much love within you, and it's bubbling up, and it's from those experiences, those relationships that you deeply want to cultivate. And of course, having the time freedom, the money freedom, emotional freedom, all of that comes into play as well. But for you, it's really identifying. It's like, what can I release? What have I been holding on to because I don't want to disappoint others? Okay. Perhaps you're in a relationship and you felt like your partner has really like helped you invest in this business, or perhaps you felt like you were sacrificing to time away from your family and your children or whatever that looks like. And it's like, well, if I give this up, I'll be disappointing them. But looking at all those aspects, those parts, those feelings that are coming up, it's like, okay, what is actually stopping me, preventing me then from living life in a way that feels good to me? It's because I'm afraid of disappointing others, and like allowing yourself to breathe into that, to really feel that. That is why I haven't given myself permission to want what it is that I want. And perhaps there's a part of you that says, well, it's really fear of failure. Well, where does that stem from? So all of this has to comes with you leaning into it. It's like feeling and allowing yourself to feel those things enter deep within you to figure out what is it, what's actually blocking you. Because oftentimes when I have clients tell me that they're unsure of what they want, it's because they haven't really fully gave themselves permission to want what it is that they want in this season. Okay, we have that big vision, and it's okay to also dial it down first and just go narrow for a second and say, well, what is it that I want in this season? Because life is made up of seasons. We have fall, winter, like spring, summer, all of that. And it's the same for us. It's like, what do I want right now in this season? Is it to go big in my business? Is it actually to dial that back down because I realize what I really want right now is just a consistent paycheck, and I am okay with that because I want to spend more time with my family. Is it I want to be more intentional about my relationship, my marriage with my husband? I don't feel that juiciness, that vibrancy that I once had in my relationship. Only you can allow yourself to really go there and say, if I release, what is it that you want to release and let go of in this season? And if you're unsure, take a look at your day. I want you to write down everything that you're currently doing. And it's like, well, this doesn't spark joy. This doesn't spark joy. I'm ready and willing to release this so I can make space for. This is like one of the spiritual laws. It's the law of vacuum. I think it may be called something else, but I know that it had like the word vacuum in it. And basically, it's like you have to allow the spaciousness, almost like that void. So that way you can then begin inviting things that you want into your life. And so if you're unclear about what it is that you want, and there's parts of you that's like, you know what, it's a new year and I have no idea what it is I want. I kind of want this. I have some inkling or clues as to what I want, but it's not dialed in yet. That's okay. What is it that you don't want? What do you not want to experience? Because that is going to give you clues into what it is that you actually long for, what it is that you desire. And that is what I'm inviting you to manifest over this like next year, is to really cultivate, go there, experience that, because that is the abundant life that you're after. And that is what you're going to physically manifest. As long as you're dialed in, you're able to really allow yourself to activate the faith that is possible for you and to really go there. Okay. So that is my invitation to you.